Speaker Johnson and Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell are saying this is exactly the kind of rhetoric that's going to get him shot again. Watch.
This is it's
a statement. I'm sorry. Vice President Harris may want the American people to entrust her with the sacred duty of executive authority, but first she must abandon the base and irresponsible rhetoric that endangers both American lives and institutions. We have both been briefed on the ongoing persistent threats to the former president, Donald Trump, by adversaries to the United States, and we call on the vice president to take these threats seriously, stop escalating the threat environment, and help ensure that President Trump has the necessary resources to be protected from those threats. A lot of people worried about his life.
Good for them for saying that.
They should have said it on camera, though.
Imagine if there were 2 assassination attempts on Kamala Harris, yet the rhetoric of Republicans continued the way Democrats are.
Oh, man. They actually talked about that on Rogan. Trump and Rogan discussed. Imagine one assassination attempt on Joe Biden. One, okay?
Or on Kamala.
The news would be insane. It would be absolutely, it wouldn't be washed away in a matter of, in the second assassination attempt, did it even go a week?
Barely.
I mean,
it would be used to smear every single MAGA
absolutely.
Ever.
And what
everybody
they've
would be
said for years.
Fascist. It would have been an excuse to round up people, go through their social media, do all the stuff that they do.
It'd be insane.
100%.
And he's had 2 attempts on his life, and the rhetoric has only ratcheted up. I think that, you know, I don't know if I spoke to you guys. You can go back. You remember, we all remember, George W. Bush was called Hitler. Like, literally, he was called Hitler. Trump's now called Hitler. You can go back to 1948, where Harry Truman called Thomas Dewey, Democrat Harry Truman called Republican Thomas Dewey, candidate for president, Hitler, fascist, bigot. All of these tricks are, like, it's nothing new. It's the same tool over and over again. It's ratcheted incredibly high. Weirdly, they think it's their play right before.
They did it as a one-off. They did it to Barry Goldwater. They did it to Ronald. We did this segment on Fox. They did it to Gerald Ford. They did it to Ronald Reagan, of course, George W. Bush, to your point, Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan, they did it. So it's always in their playbook. But with Trump, it's repetition. It's not a one-off. It's their slogan. He's a fascist. He's a dictator. He wants to be the next Hitler, dictator on day one. It's all they're saying. And it is actually really, really dangerous.
And they're taking him so out of context. Remember, he said, I'm going to be a dictator on day one when I do all these executive orders. It was all said in jest. If you watch the clip, it was obvious. But they keep using that. By the way, Kamala Harris was asked to respond to that letter by Speaker Johnson and Leader McConnell. And here's what she said.
Well, listen, we all must speak out against any form of political violence, and I'm very clear about that. No one should be the subject of violence, much less political violence. But the American people deserve to be presented with facts and the truth. And the fact and the truth is that some of the people closest to Donald Trump when he was president, generals, including most recently John Kelly, a 4-star Marine general, have been very clear about the danger and the threat that Donald Trump poses to America and the fact that he is unfit to serve. And the American people deserve to hear that and know about that.
A lot of words, but let me sum it up.
So other
I'm going to keep doing this. And other people are going to do it for me, too.
But by the way, they didn't do this. You remember, this was Joe Biden's line of attack. Threat to democracy, threat to democracy. When Kamala came in, it went away for basically most of the summer because either because of assassination attempts or it wasn't working.
Or they were joy.
Yeah, it was. And now, as we've come all the way around to the home stretch, it's their closing argument.
We're back to where Joe was. Because clearly their internals and their focus groups told them that's the message that will work the most. Because you can't run on your record. They can't run on their record. And she's confused about whether she's with the record or without the record. So it's devolving back to it. And that's an old TV trick, by the way, that she just pulled. In TV, if you want to say something but you don't want to say it, you run a soundbite of someone else saying it, and that's you saying it. She doesn't want, she's like, I want to say that he's a threat. I'm not going to say it, so I'm going to say what John Kelly said they said and say that, therefore, I can then say he's a threat because John Kelly said it. And that's their rationalization to keep saying this kind of stuff.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.